Was it something I said? You said, "Allo, allo, allo." Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm Brent Harvey, and this is Throwback Thursday. And today, I'm going to tell you a scary story. You know why? Because I did something stupid. And here's what I did stupid. When I was living on the East Coast, I lived in D.C. for a little bit before I went to Florida, then I came back here. That's a whole nother story. I'll tell you about that sometime on a different Throwback Thursday, but not today because we're talking about this one. I got cast to do this short film, which was basically in an about way from what I remember. I play a guy that meets this girl, and on the street we hit it off. We ended up going on like a date, kind of like before sunset type thing, where we spend the day together. We end up going home and sleeping together, and she ends up staying the weekend, and she ends up killing me. The mistake was not doing a film like that. The mistake was two things. One is that project is the project where I realized that I always needed a contract or a deal memo. It doesn't have to be like I need to go get a lawyer type thing, but just a deal memo that outlines everything. Because here's what happened. I shot for the whole, it was a 2-day shoot, shot the whole weekend. He was a film school director, and you know, didn't really have much footage at the time. He was supposed to give me for footage. That's why he wasn't paying me. All this other, you know, the pitch that we get. And so I did it for no fee. So a couple months go by, and I ask him for the footage. He ignores me. A couple months go by after that. I ask him for the footage. What's the update? He ignores me. 6 months go by. He ignores me. It wasn't until I went to his teacher or something like that that I ended up getting the footage back, but it was like this long drawn out process. From that day on, I always made directors or producers, whatever, sign a contract that basically says, you know, I'm working for free, and in exchange, within 60 to 90 days, I'll get either edited footage or raw footage at least for my reel for promotional use. If I don't get it within that time frame, you owe me, I think I put $250 per day for each day I shot if they didn't meet the deadline. Every time that I've gone on a project since that I got hired directly, that I didn't use an agent or a manager or anything for, I still have people do that. I still outline all, you know, whether I'm using, they're having me use my clothes. If I'm using my clothes and I agree to that, then I say that, you know, if any clothes get damaged or lost, they have to replace it in full. I protect myself. You know, it's my business. I have to protect myself. But I also make them sign that thing that says that I get the footage. And if I don't, then they have to do it. And so what ended up happening the next time was I shot a film with another film student, and they ignored me for a couple months, and finally, and they gave me all these excuses. Well, I don't have time for that. I'm on another project, all this other stuff. So I just said, okay, fine. And here's the funny thing. Every time a director signs it, I just go, hey, here's this contract. They go, oh, I would never do that. I'm like, no, but it protects us both. And they go, okay, they sign it. So this guy ends up signing it. And then a couple months go by, and I'm like, hey, where's the footage? You're supposed to have it to me by now. And he's like, I don't have time for that. I said, okay. So I sent him, emailed him a copy of the contract with his signature on it. I said, it's Friday, it's Thursday. If I don't have DVDs or video footage by Monday, I'm gonna file a small claim against you, and he would have owed me like $1,200. Consequently, by Saturday, I had like 5 DVDs in my mailbox, which made no sense. I didn't need 5, I just needed 1. So that's not the stupid thing I did. The stupid thing I did is that I was supposed to be asleep in bed, and the girl's supposed to get on top of me and stab me, kind of like the opening to Basic Instinct without the sex, just sleep murder. And so the whole thing was that the director wanted to put the camera to the side of us like a profile shot and shoot her stabbing me in the throat. So he's like, hey, she's gonna get on top of you, take this real knife and do this jabbing action next to your head. I said, okay, because I was young and stupid is the word. So I allowed her to take this butcher knife and in an emotional moment stab the pillow next to my head. If she would have just nicked my artery or something, I wouldn't be here today to tell you the story, and I wouldn't be here to meet Al Pacino and all the other stuff that I've told you on my other Throwback Thursdays. Thank God nothing bad happened. However, this is something we as actors do all the time. We just want to act. We just want to do things, so we agree to do stupid things like stunts and, shoot guns at each other and all, it's just stupid, okay? Lesson is, don't do that stuff without a stunt person, without educated people who know what they're doing around. Just don't do it. If it's like you're going to lose the job, then lose the job. Like, don't worry about it. Like, you'd rather be alive and safe, because even on professional sets where there's trained people, stunt people and everything, things still go wrong. We see it all the time. Stunt people die all the time. Accidents happen. The Crow, if you know the story of the Crow, how Jason Lee got shot on accident, and because there was something jammed in the gun and just the pressure. So don't do that stuff. Like, make the director figure out another way to do it, and in a safe way, to where it's like, she's just stab a pillow and then just pour some blood in a tight shot, to where it just emphasizes that that's what happened. Don't put yourself in dangerous positions like I did. Be smart about it. Another thing is, don't go on a set where there's weapons that are real weapons. First of all, if they're real weapons, leave the set immediately. Second of all, if there's not a trained stunt person or a weapons master on set handling the weapons, or if somebody brings their own prop pistol or something like that, don't do that. Get off set as quickly as possible so you're not the injured one. And if you're the lead actor, shut down production until everything's safe. You have the power to do that. You have the responsibility to do that. So, because there's other actors like my young self out there who are just going, screw it, I trust these people. Don't let people jab knives next to your throat or anywhere near you. Be safe. Anyways, that's my stupid Throwback Thursday. If you've had any experience like that, which I hope you haven't yet, but I'm sure some of you have, leave comments, questions below. Tell other people the stupid things you did that they shouldn't do, if anything, okay? And in the meantime, share this with other people, so hopefully they get educated. And I'll leave a contract, my template of my contract, so if any of you actors want to use it, you can change it, put your name in and stuff like that. Always get it signed. Always get it signed. Protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. No one else will. Until then, this is Throwback Thursday. Brent Harvey educating you with some knowledge and history at the same time, because that's what we do at A-Hole Productions. And thanks for watching. A